who the heck was that purple guy in episode 2 of Lanterns, and why is he in prison? That is Sinestro, and he's the former teacher of Hal Jordan and the most horrifying villain the Green Lanterns have ever faced. But what's the story of this guy? Sinestro is from the planet Korugar, and he was selected by the Guardians of the Universe to become a Green Lantern for his honor and fearlessness. But sure, let's trust a guy called Sinestro. What could go wrong? Surprisingly, not much at first, because Sinestro was considered to be the greatest of the Green Lanterns, and his space sector 1417 was almost completely devoid of crime and lawlessness. He was really good at his job. In fact, he was so great that he was assigned to be the mentor of many rookie Green Lanterns that showed promise, and his greatest student, as well as his last, was Hal Jordan. And while teaching Hal everything that he knows, Hal and Sinestro quickly became great friends. But here's where the sinisterness of Sinestro starts to come out. You see, Sinestro was getting increasingly stressed out about making sure that his sector remained perfect, and over time, he started getting unhinged and using more questionable tactics in order to get what he wants, like torturing people or even straight up murdering them. And then Sinestro went overload on the shenanigans because he took over his home planet and forced the citizens to worship him as a god. And when his student Hal Jordan saw what was happening, he was disgusted. Sinestro was brought before the Guardians to face trial, with Hal testifying against him. And because of that, Sinestro swore revenge against Hal Jordan and the entire Green Lantern Corps. Sinestro would then be banished to the planet of Quard, which was in the center of the antimatter universe. Very scary place. And it was there that he met a group of beings called the Weaponers, and with their help, Sinestro was able to create a power ring to counter the Green Lantern Corps, except his power ring was made of yellow energy. And with this new power, Sinestro established his own Lantern Corps, called the Sinestro Corps. Narcissistic much? So now you know why Sinestro was probably in prison in the Lantern series, but what exactly makes him such a horrifying villain? So much like the Green Lanterns, Sinestro uses his yellow power ring to create hard-like constructs, like tools, weapons, or even vehicles. He can also use it to shoot yellow energy blast, create powerful force fields, it helps Sinestro fly, and it gives him the basic superpower formula. But the biggest difference between Sinestro's power ring and a Green Lantern's power ring is that Sinestro's ring is powered by fear instead of will. And one of the scariest things that it can do is it can instill fear into his opponents. So for example, if Sinestro knows what you're afraid of, that makes his power over his ring even stronger, and then he's able to create constructs of the things that you fear most. And once he does that, he's able to amplify your fear of that thing to a point of irrationality. So you're just standing there freaking out. And the more that you are afraid, the stronger Sinestro gets. But real quick, let me know down in the comments below, what's something that you're afraid of that Sinestro would use against you? So at the time of this video, Sinestro is currently imprisoned on the planet of what I assume to be Oa, which is the home base of the Green Lanterns. And I have a feeling that Lanterns is going to dive more into the backstory between the relationship between Sinestro and Hal Jordan, because their friendship, their partnership is similar to what Hal Jordan has with John Stewart. You have a mentor and a trainee, and I can see Hal taking his experience from learning under Sinestro and trying to do better for John Stewart. It doesn't seem like Hal is doing a great job with John so far, but I have a feeling there's a method to his madness. And Hal's relationship with Sinestro will explain why he's training John the way that he is. But honestly, I would also love to see a glimpse of the Sinestro Corps and the yellow power rings, because as of right now, I'm not sure if Sinestro already had the yellow ring or this is him before he was banished to Quard. Either way, I'm very excited. But what do you think of Sinestro? Where does he rank on your favorite supervillain list? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, go ahead and shoot an energy blast at the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you missed my previous video talking about the Manhunters, go ahead and click on the box right here, and I'll see you in a bit.